What's up, y'all? It's Molly Fun Size here. We're gonna fun size fundamentals. And today's video is gonna be a little different. I am looking a hot mess right here. No, it's not amateur makeup beauty girl. I'm not like doing my face and my hair. Just a regular at home, cozy up, get comfortable, let your hair down, if you will, type of video. I'm really redoing my hair. I want to title it called "Don't Compare Yourself to Others." Do not compare yourself to others, because that could be the ultimate reason of your failure if you don't succeed, is because of the comparison. I mean, we all do it every day. We all compare ourselves to like someone, compare our outfits, compare our hairstyles, compare our heights, sometimes complexions, compare our money, compare the luxury things we have, like the size of our home, type of car, if we have a car, the amount of money we make, our type of job, the luxury title of our job, things like that. We're always comparing ourselves to others, and social media doesn't help. Competition or internal competition between friends, family, coworkers, online social media people, famous people, all that good stuff. We're literally all human beings. Whatever gender we are all human beings. So we should not compare ourselves, which is way easier said than done. Of course, way easier said than done. But I thought maybe little tips and tricks that I learned throughout my life so far could help for today's video. First of all, reasons why you should not compare yourself to others. 1. You probably don't like the same things. You probably do not like the same things. Like, you're watching everybody else's life. They have this, they have that, have this, have that, but you probably don't even like the same thing that you think that you want. We may like a lot of things that are similar. Of course, looking over the fence, see the grass green on the other side. Sometimes it may look that way, but like, water the grass where you're at, because your grass just might be just a little dehydrated. That's it. Like, we usually have everything that we need most times. We probably don't even like the same entertainment. Like, things that entertain me on a day-to-day basis may not entertain you on a day-to-day basis. Like, things that I find as hobbies may not be the same hobbies that you may enjoy. Like, if you were to ask the question, what would you do on a regular day if you didn't have to go to work? What would you like to do? And our answers would not be the same. We would not want the same entertainment. We probably would want to watch the same movies, same TV shows, same music. Even the same music, maybe not even the same songs, if it's the same artist. Like, we may not like the same things, so it's kind of weird to always compare ourselves to other people when our details may be different. We may not like the same things. We may dislike different things. Like, I may not like, you may love. What you may love, I may really dislike. We probably don't dislike the same. Like, I don't like cherries. They make me very nauseous. I get really sick and really disgusted. I cannot have them. Artificial specifically, the smell. I don't like that. But people love cherries. People love cherries all the time. Here's a fun fact secret about me, guys. Don't hate me. I don't like mint chocolate. I think that is gross. I think that's gross. Like, mint chocolate to me is like brushing your teeth and then go eating a candy bar. Like, to me, it's like, it tastes gross. It tastes weird. Brushing your teeth before you eat. I do this sometimes. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to taste toothpaste and then eat my meal. Like, it just tastes weird to me. Like, mint should be last, brushing your teeth should be last. Like, I don't like those things. It may not have the same like bugs and and like things that gross us out. Like, don't compare yourself to others. You may not like the same things. Like, that may be something that you guys may clash on. Don't. Number 3. You may not have the same morals and beliefs. Like, that's a big one. I'm not talking about like specifically Christianity and like religion and morals and stuff like that. I'm not talking about like that. I mean, kind of, but like, no. Like, that's a whole different topic, which is just another thing. You might not have the same religious beliefs. But not trying to get into like controversial here. You might not have the same actual beliefs, like beliefs in like morals and like things that matter to you, and like things that you hold private or dear to your heart, or things you want public. Like, you may not have the same thought process as someone else. Personally, although I have not participated in practice what I preached, and some relationships, circumstances, I like taking my time. I like friendship relationships. I like friendships. I like platonic. I like all that good stuff. I don't get to have that a lot. It's always relationships that I kind of encounter, kind of be like just short-term situationships or flings in that matter. And I kind of like don't like that. I always say from the start, like from the beginning, like, I want to be friends first, take my time, be platonic. It doesn't really seem to work like that, and it kind of sucks. But that's okay. Reason number 4. You may not have the same tics. And I don't mean like the bugs that like bite on your little animals. I mean like things that like flip you the flip off. Okay, I don't like it's one thing to like dislike something, you know, but like it ticks you off. It makes you snap. It makes you want to like yell or snap or something. It triggers you. Like we don't have the same triggers. We don't have the same things that tick us off. I don't like. There's certain phrases that like trigger me, and I don't know why. And whenever I hear it, I kind of get into like defense mode. So everybody kind of has trigger words sometimes. Sometimes trigger phrases. I don't like the whole like I'm better than you or it's because of me type of like energy type of thing. I don't get the reasoning. Like if you already won, just let it be that. You don't gotta brag. You don't gotta be sassy. What is the motivation to like go rub things in people's faces or like brag about things or they're already down? You know, like if you already won, just let it be that. Like I like my winners in like silence mode. Like and keep it moving. Like they kind of like they congratulations to shake hands. It's really like good game, and keep it moving. Like as I unravel my braid, I'm unraveling my mind. A reason to not compare yourself to others is we don't have the same background. We don't have the same traumas. We don't have the same like life experiences. Like we may have had similar like lives, similar people, maybe depending on like who you compare yourself to, but we don't have the same like things that like build us and create us and molded us into who we are, or environmental situations. We don't have the same environment, community, I guess, that we like grow up in. Whether it's people, relationship dynamics, beliefs or thoughts or things that were taught to us, or things that were instilled or programmed into us, we don't have the same details. We all like look to compare and like, ooh, this is better, ooh, that's bad, ooh, I want to try this, da, da, da. At the end of the day, is where you are in your life and your path is where you need to be. Some things in our life build us the way that we are and make us different than others. How we speak, our mannerisms, our dialect, our thought process, people we hang around, the energies that we have instilled in us. We don't grow up the same. We don't think the same. We don't be the same. We don't have the same background. Don't compare yourself to somebody else because your background and your things are especially just for you. Even though that sucks, and I feel like a lot of times things in our lives are kind of, I feel, could have been forged, could have been backstabbery, could have been people snaking you out of your belief or your future or things like that. That's how I feel sometimes, like people snaking me out of something I really wanted. But even still, this is my life. This is my path. These are my details. This is specifically for me, and that's nobody else's. So you and this such person that you may compare yourself to don't have the same goals and future alignment. Because people outgrow each other, people grow up, people go on different paths, different things in life, people do different things. That's okay. Growing up, me and my friends did like have the same thoughts of what we wanted. Same like career thoughts. We didn't have the same paths we wanted to go to, the same family styles, same housings we want to live on. That kind of like broad view aspect. But like when it actually came to the details of like what you want to do with the rest of your life, like if you actually have to work, what type of job you want, what like what type of field you want to go into. As far as that, like we didn't have the same like thought. We didn't have the same things. And even later on in life, when I had other friends that like had the same kind of idea of a career, like for me, kind of was like I want to be a big movie star and write scripts and my directors, blah, blah, blah. Like I still do that kind of low profile. Like, we didn't want the same things for ourselves personally, and so it's kind of like, why should we compare ourselves to each other when we don't want the same thing or do the same thing? We don't even probably want the same people in our lives. Sometimes even as friend groups, like we may vibe as friend groups, but like and personally, individually, outside of this friend group, we have other things that we like, other niches, other hobbies, other career goals, other people, other like tastes and like ideas of life that we personally enjoy that may not align with other people that we are around. Like I get the frustration, irritation, of annoyance of everyday life, and things may not be going the way we want. Maybe not be successful. Sometimes we're low. Sometimes our checks are low in between checks, or we may not like got the promotion that we wanted, or we may not have like the type of life we want, the type of furniture, the type of house, the type of friends. Like we may not have what we think we want in our life right now. But like when we compare and contrast to other people, it's kind of like we don't want the same thing. We think we do because the lavish look of like, oh, that's a nice house. I really want that house. Do you want their specific house? Do you want their design of their house? or do you want the idea of a nice big house? You know, it's kind of a like when we look at ourselves and see what we want from somebody else, what is it specifically that we want? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like some things I had to kind of I don't say look at myself at, because when I can have an angry thought, I have to sit down with my angry thoughts and like compare and contrast and be like, look, like it's not what we think it is. Like an example, like relationships. Um, just a broad view example, like when people are in relationships and they're like, oh, I want that man, or oh, he's this, he's that, or I wish he was mine. Like, do you want that specific person? Do you want the traits that that person holds, or the things that that person does? You want what they do, what they hold, what their traits are? Specifically, that if somebody else had those same traits, you could have that person. Do you want just that person? Is it their person looks, how they look, like how fine they are, like muscular they could be? Like, is it like what is it when you say, oh, I want that person? Which the person is it like their personality? Is it the things that they do? Is it the things they do for that other person that you like? Oh, I want those traits and those aspects, and those characteristics for myself. Like for somebody to do those physical attributes for myself, I would want that. Like, what is it? What is it that somebody would think that they would want in a relationship? And it's like, you know, like if kind of thinking like if someone's like, oh, I want that person, and you mess around with that person, well, if that person cheats on the person that they're with, they may cheat on you. You know, like you cheat, help them cheat with the last person, they're gonna cheat on you with somebody else. You're looking at someone's life, like, and they say like, oh, I want their car, or I want their job, or like, what is it that they like about them that they have that you may think that you would want? You know, like what specific is it? The physical characteristic of it. Things are different. Our life are different. Our paths are different. Things we want in my life, like things that I have to do in my day to day, focus on my career, things that I want to do towards my career, things I want to do towards my life, things I want to do towards growth. I haven't even put a dent in my payments, and I still have like credit cards coming up and other bills coming in, and life is piling on. It's a lot. About things to not compare yourself to others. What my day to day consists of has to do with my goals, my alignment, and how I'm furthering what I want to do personally to keep me happy every day. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm further than where I could have been, where I could be, and I'm kind of just taking my time on the way. My free time now, I kind of take my time to like do small tasks, which kind of adds into my summary of don't compare yourself to others. How to be successful is to take baby steps towards your goals and things that you want to do. And like, I want to do film. I want to do like more YouTube and more video making and more things like that. And like baby steps that I've taken is that I've actually like kind of written scripts, like film scripts, sometimes like skit scripts, skit ideas. I sketch them out on like receipts and stuff like that in paper, and sketch it up on my phone when I get a quick 5 minute bathroom break, whatever. I like do my little shorts like now, like my quick makeup videos. I got 20 minutes today. I can make a quick makeup video and do it real quick, write up the notes real quick for it. I've kind of written a few books, like in the bathroom, on bathroom breaks, on my lunch breaks, just like type out the scene real quick. And the next thing I knew, somehow, in some way, in a couple months, it's turned into a book. You know, tiny bits every day. That may not be the same for somebody else. I don't know if I did this right. How do you think it's like little fuzzy? I can put so much hair gel, and I promise you, in 10 minutes, I just did this one. In 10 minutes, my hair will be fuzzy. Like, it looks like I did nothing. Like a little. It's kind of annoying, guys. How do I fix it? Like this one, I just put hair gel. I know in 10 minutes it's gonna poof. Just like this one. Just like this one. It's annoying. I don't want to redo my braids every day. But again, our paths are different. Things we want in life is different. Like, I would hope that everybody takes their time, 5 minutes a day at bare minimum, to work towards something that they want. And sometimes we feel our life is way too late for us, as far as like career wise or with relationships for some people, you know, types of money that we have. Like, we won't be as rich and famous as we want to be. But I think like 5 minutes every day towards something that we want that could actually help us feel more fulfilled, feel like more like we're achieving more with our life, like we're actually doing something, not just like I feel like we're not having that midlife crisis when we wake up and realize what the flip have I been doing with my life all these years. Video, whether it's writing notes for a video, whether it's doing research for a video topic, buying outfits, towards the go tour video. Like, I don't know if you guys saw my previous video. I kind of bought pajamas for my new movie critiques. Panda critiques with Panda. I'm gonna do movies, TV shows, other forms of media. I'm really excited. I have some movie ideas already lined up. I gotta do some background research, of course, but like small things like that. Like small things like that. Like sometimes we shouldn't be so flustered and angry about somebody else's life because again our details are not the same. What may work for them, like a toothbrush to do my edges, um, may not work for other people. I think we want the idea of it, but we may not want it. Like sometimes people are jealous of other people's relationships, of their marriages, of their children. Like I get it, because like we go through trauma every day, then we have like the universe reminding us of all these traumas every day, all day. We're getting built up, we're getting angry, we're getting annoyed, we're getting exhausted of like, feels like they're just punching us in the gut all day of like, you don't have this but you really want it, you don't have it but you really want it, and look, they have it, look how happy they are, your life would be better if you had it. But like sometimes we just can't have it, sometimes that's okay. Sometimes we just can't have it. Sometimes we just don't have it. Sometimes it's like maybe it wasn't the path that we were supposed to be on. Like I generally thought at 26 I would be married with children. I was engaged a couple times. But to be completely honest, had I went through with those marriages, which I'm glad that they have moved on and found their wife. They found their not wife, which is perfect. But like I think like it would have been lessons for us to learn, but I feel like it would have been more time wasted for either one of us, you know? Like, we learned what we needed to learn, we grew how we needed to grow, but had we had those marriages, it would have not been what we wanted. I feel like we would have wasted a first marriage, you know? Or the idea of a marriage should be like one and done, not divorce. And I don't think where I was in my life, or even when they were, like in both, definitely me and some things specifically, we just weren't ready for, or that type of relationship. Like we probably didn't know each other enough to know how to really balance out communication and development and stuff like that, as far as like life itself. Like we both want different things, we go on different paths, we value things differently, our schedules are different, you know, like we're different people. I feel like people are different people, and we compare and contrast over the basic idea of things. With jobs, with houses, like there are so many different things that we can have for ourselves, and to be jealous of somebody else's situation or success to me is irrational sometimes. That's their life, that's their plan, those are their details. Those aren't my details, that's not my plan. Doesn't mean I won't be successful eventually. I won't be successful at like 10. Maybe you won't be successful at 12. Maybe we won't be successful at 15. Maybe we won't be successful at 18. But doesn't mean you can't be successful at 26. Doesn't mean I can't be successful at 27 or 28. Doesn't mean I can't be successful if I make it to there at 30 or 35 or 40 or 45 or even 50. Like, and who says when my success is my time other than I'm a little bit religious, Jehovah himself, God himself. It's not always easy. It's not always easy. Easier said than done, because sometimes life gets in the way. Procrastination, others, people's energies could really play a part in who we are day to day. Like, we work around so many different people. We drive around, sit on the bus around so many different people. We're outside with so many people. We are around different people all day, every day. And let me tell you, sometimes our vibes and our energy, 5 minutes or a couple hours, can really exchange between people. And we could really like swap energies for the day, moods, emotions, experiences, like not even just communication, just standing next to someone. My vibe can be completely different when I leave them. And that can really play a part on our day to day, whether it's like procrastination, whether it's like motivation, the will to do something, the knowledge to do something, like who we are around, which is so important. Sometimes we cannot control this, really plays a part in our like situation of life, which is why again we should not compare ourselves to others, because we have so many different energy, vibes, and environments and all this other stuff. Like my stuff is different than your stuff. Love your stuff, I promise you. Like J. Cole said it best, you may have better women out in the world, better houses, bigger money, but your stuff is your stuff, and there's no one like you. So Country boy. There's no one like you. Like, I'm your one and only fun size. Like, who spells fun size with a one in it? Only me. Only me. Okay, like, it's just me. I'm me. Like, my details are mine. Yours are yours. Compare and contrast. You may want what I have. But me personally, if you want it, I'm gonna tell you how to go get it. Like, what do you want? I'll tell you how to get it. And I would hope that we can have this exchange back between people and like cultures in life. Like, if there's something that we want from somebody else, how do we go and get it? And I feel like we should open that dialogue to walk up to people and be like, hey, I like your shoes. Where'd you go shopping? Where'd you go? Or hey, I like your man. Where can I find one like him? Does he have siblings or brothers or something like that? I would say like I would investigate like what traits about this man that I like. Is it the looks? Is it the traits? Is it what he does? How do I find that, or how do I manifest that into somebody else so I can have my own version of my own man? Not that one, because that one's taken. Now I'm on my own. You know, how do you manifest that? What do I do to manifest? Did I yoga? Did I pray? Did I think? Like, how do I manifest my life to be the way that I want it to be? So I don't have to compare myself to others, because I can just build what I want. Like, okay, I'm not rich. I want to be rich. That may not be easier said than done, but to find a trade that you enjoy, so if it doesn't pick up right away financially, like film and video, you still enjoy it. You still have a hobby, you still love it. It's to try and make you extra side cash. Refinance your bills, reorganize your bills, and re-look at it. Have an advisor look at it, see where you can pull money from in certain ways to pay off any bills and debts that you may have. That I definitely really have a lot, so I know about that aspect a lot. Different jobs, try and get a different job, try and do something different. Like, there are many different ways that we can make our life to be what we want it to be, so we don't have to keep looking at the other person's grass. Like, hey, neighbor, what type of fertilizer do you use? What brand do you use? How much do you use? How often do you use it? I want to try for my grass. I don't think my fertilizer is working. That doesn't mean I use their fertilizer. I go get my own of whatever it looks like of theirs, I guess, if that helps. Don't compare yourself to others, because you may not like the same things. You may not like or dislike the same things. You may not have the same morals and beliefs. You may not have the same ticks and things that like really drive you crazy. You may not have the same style. So something I didn't talk about, but things to think about. We don't dress the same. We don't talk the same. Our hairstyles aren't the same. We don't like the same nail polish color. We're not the same, dog face. We don't have the same background. We definitely don't have the same traumas and like coping mechanisms. I didn't mention that. We don't have the same trauma and same coping mechanisms for why we are the way that we are, what made us become who we are, and all things like that. We don't have the same goals and dreams of our future. And even if we do, we may not have the same things specific to the detail that we may want. Like, we may want to work in the same field, maybe not the same company, maybe the same employers, maybe not the same time of day, maybe the same hours in a week schedule. And summarize how to make our lives be what we want it to be. Like my panda phone. And it's so cute. Panda. And your girl. Your girl is a panda now. I don't know if I mentioned that. But my last name is Panda. Okay. My name is Panda. I'm so excited. Okay. Distraction back. But like summary, I was like 5 minutes a day is all you need to be successful. I mean, it's easier said than done. But like, if you worked out for 5 minutes every day, you might get motivated and excited for those 5 minutes the next day to make it 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and like try a different workout. Like 5 minutes every day is what you need. Small steps, small goals. For me, it's like either doing a research for a video, writing out notes for a video, getting an outfit for a video, recording, like prepping for videos. Get me hyped to get back into editing and doing videos all the time and my ideas I can talk about. Try to do something that you really want to do for yourself personally that makes you happy every day. Like, try something every day. Even if it feels like the worst day ever, everything's falling apart, everything's terrible, everything's going bad. Try to find something in your day that makes you smile, that makes you feel good, that makes you feel like validated, so that these 24 hours that we are like blessed and given does not feel wasted. Writing out my story ideas or just writing a quick sketch. My 7 o'clock alarm. which is for music, script, or video or edits. So I make time for myself to at 7 o'clock and at 8:30 every day. I have two alarms to either work on music, to either work on a script, to work on a video, or to edit one of my previous projects. I have a lot of videos in the bank I need to edit. But like every day, an hour, even 5 minutes to go towards something that you really, really want to do with your life. Or even just that you enjoy, whether it's TV shows, whether it's music, whether it's personal things that you do, whether it's yoga, whether it's meditation, um, to make sure you do something for yourself that makes you smile is really great. So I hope I wrapped up everything. I hope I got it all together. Listen to my hair. What do you think? But this has been Fun Size Fundamentals. I am your only Fun Size here, Fun Size Panda. And today's topic was do not compare yourself to others. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not compare yourself to others. Your grass is your grass. Water your grass. Love and heal yourself, and find all the ways that your details are specific and special to you that can make yourself happy. The things that you want, go and get it. Go and get your version, your replica, your item of what it is that makes you happy. Like, we can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Don't compare yourself to others. Be happy where you are. You are the only you, and that makes it so absolutely special. That sounds so cliche, but like, I'm your one and only Fun Size. There's only one of me. Stay you, stay true, and stay beautiful. Bye.